Previously on Adequately Advanced Magic.
Mostly adequate dungeon master.
I'll be straight. I'm really
I hope you
interested
enjoyed this
in
episode of
getting
Tanks
in
and
good
Airplanes.
with the Giraffe Muscle guy.
Right now, the
but
plan
I
is
really
to
don't know
run
anything
one or
about
two
him.
more episodes
Well,
of the
I
main
heard
campaign, and then
from
we'll be taking
one
a short
lady,
break to
they
return
tried
to our
to
Goblin Army.
hit on Mr. Giraffe.
So be sure to check
but
out those
it seems
bonus
like all he
episodes.
wants to talk about is about playing
Join
some
us next
sort
time
of
as
game.
Hyrkir, Seirys, and
Seirys'
Niclaus
eyes light
finally
up.
make their way
Something
to the
about
back
tanks
room.
and airplanes.
Hyrkir walks towards Cat Mask.
As you head towards Cat Mask, you see that the room itself has a couple of musical instruments lying around for public use. The one that mainly catches your eye is this piano-shaped instrument.
Hyrkir suddenly thinks to himself, it might be interesting to see how this thing works, number one, and two, it might prove an opening to conversation with Cat Mask.
The melody combined with images is catchy, and now most of the room is focused on you, including Cat Mask. Even from here, you can see that she's looking at you with some interest.
Welcome to Falcon's Reach, a city in which magic is technology. You're listening to Adequately Advanced Magic.
So, Cirrus was one of the people clapping, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit
Thank
too
you, I appreciate
enthusiastically.
I appreciate your support.
Yeah! What an amazing performer!
Throws up the horns.
Encore. That little kid really knows how to jam on that piano. So, what Cirrus is going to do is listen in on Giraffe Mask's conversation and try to find a point where she can interject herself into it. So, basically, she's waiting for them to talk about tanks and airplanes.
Yeah, it happens sooner than later.
Okay.
The women surrounding Giraffe Mask are like, "Oh, your muscles are so big." That's how women hit on men, right?
Oh, your muscles are so big.
Your muscles are so big.
I don't know, I've never been hit on.
Yeah, exactly.
We know women, right? They're so big and muscly. I love the way they muscle about.
But yeah, and then he's like, have you heard of this game called Tanks and Airplanes?
It's a great opening.
Yeah, the women are like, no.
Yep. Seirys says, "Oh, what edition are you playing?"
His eyes light up.
Ah, fellow nerd.
Well, I've been playing 8th edition lately.
Too real, too real.
6th edition got a little bit too technical. I think 8th edition is much more broad and appeals to a more broader audience, I think.
Oh my gosh, yeah, 6th edition, I really liked the variety of classes for the tanks and the airplanes, but the action economy was just shit,
Right? The turns took so long.
Yeah, like you have to prepare your plane weapons before you can use them. I don't have all day. Just kidding, I do, but I don't really.
Airplanes don't reload.
Yeah, like I know a thing or two about airplanes, and they can just go, go, go.
The group that was originally surrounding him have lost interest. So what's your favorite tank?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what my favorite tank is.
The one with the gun.
Yeah.
Big gun.
It's the one that...
The one with 2 guns.
Oh, I'm really a big fan of the M4 Jumbo. I'm partial to the heavy tanks, because when I'm out there on the battlefield, I like to be able to just absorb a lot of hits from my team,
Yeah, I get it. I like to DPS myself.
Yeah. My tank master, he did a, Man, we did a campaign for years, and I played this just super badass M4 Jumbo character that with a really tragic backstory that, some of those moments are the happiest of my life.
Oh yeah, have you tank mastered before?
I've actually been writing a campaign recently. I think I'm going for kind of like a modern setting, with a lot of progressive themes, but it's sort of like modern but post-apocalyptic. I haven't yet, but I'm aspiring. What about you?
Oh no, I've never tank mastered before.
Oh yeah?
I'm not really doing anything right now. And I've got my dice with me, so I mean, if it wouldn't be too much of a bother, you could tank master.
Oh God. You needn't say any more, my friend. Let's find a...
Yeah, I think we might need like 1 or 2 people though.
Okay.
1 or 2 other people.
Okay. Seirys says, "Who wants to?" Alright, hold on. Seirys just yells out,
If only you knew 1 or 2 people.
Oh. That's true. She yells for Hyrkir to come over.
Well, okay, let's cut real fast. We cut back to Niclaus. Ahead of you, you see Parrot Mask, who is just sort of like looks incredibly bored talking to these people. Her eyes perk up a little bit as she sees you approach. What do you want to do?
I did go towards her, but I switched the tech thoughts focus to her.
Mm-hmm.
So as I walk towards her, I just kind of keep an ear out for her thoughts.
Her surface thoughts are worried about someone possibly coming to break her knees for the money that she owes. And then you enter her orbit.
Sorry, you gonna have to work on getting escape velocity to ever leave.
Yep.
I probably would just be chiming in with based on whatever the other people were like currently talking about.
Yeah, they're talking about inflation. It's incredibly boring.
Oh, how would I make economic inflation less boring?
We have our economic ghost that knows all the things about economics. You could ask her.
It's true. Olivia!
Oh, yeah. I guess in a appropriate moment, I would say, or not I would say, Niclaus would say, I did hear a report recently that the yield curve has inverted. A lot of people are going to be owing a lot of money. I'm sure some of us know how that feels.
The group sort of mumbles to itself. In agreement, yeah. They're like, yeah. No one is brave enough to admit that they have no idea what you're talking about.
It's great. Did my subtle bringing up of debt trigger anything with Lola?
She tenses up a little bit.
Niclaus makes eye contact.
It's awkward.
Parrot Mask says, "Okay, great. Well, it was really fun talking to you." She leaves. She heads back into the art room.
Niclaus says to Hyrkir, "Things are going great over here. How are things going over there?"
Pretty good, I think.
Hyrkir's still bowing. 5 minutes later.
Okay, great. Yeah, just letting you know how great things are going. No problems. Absolutely wonderful.
Situation nominal.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks, you too.
Niclaus gets a big drink and begins to chug it.
It's tasty. It's the fancy stuff.
Yeah, he spends the next minute doing that.
We cut back to Hyrkir.
Okay, so Cirrus has just called me over. Is that correct?
Yeah, you have a couple of minutes.
Okay. Well, he'll look over at Cat Mask and sort of try and gauge her reaction and potential openness to Hyrkir going over there.
Go ahead and do an insight check.
Natural 1.
You have no idea. She could hate you for all you know.
That's great. Okay. He'll kind of drum his fingers nervously on the edge of the piano, take a deep breath, and then walk over towards her. It's the bravest thing Hyrkir has ever done.
Flaming trains, nothing.
Flaming trains, burning houses, fighting an invisible creature.
Talking to a woman.
An elven woman in a cat mask.
It's not like Seirys is half elven or anything, but it's fine.
The full elves are way out of this league.
Doesn't even view you as a woman.
Wow.
That's probably kind of true.
So rude.
Yeah.
Niclaus has seen Cirrus at her worst.
Seirys will remember all of this.
It doesn't take her very long to drop whatever conversation that she was having as you approach.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess if nothing happens when he gets there, he'll say, "Hi." It's seriously awkward.
Hey, I really like that song you just played.
Thanks. Kind of based it off a song my mom used to sing when I was little. He looks embarrassed. As sort of the realization of what he's saying to this, I'm sure extremely attractive elven woman kind of washes over him.
You take a look at her, she's quite lithe.
Some would say svelte.
Svelte.
Yes. Hyrkir is several promotions away from playing in that league.
I mean, you could feel the emotion
that came across. I'm glad. He's blushing furiously. Do you like music? Hyrkir says, and then she's like, realizes how stupid that sounds, and is just like, ugh. He kind of winces to himself.
You put a trigger warning on this podcast episode.
Serious awkward.
Cringe warning.
Cringe warning, yes.
If you ever laid up at night saying, "Why did I say that?" then you might not want to listen to this episode.
It'll feel like you're saying all these things to this woman.
You too can. Feel free to fast forward.
You too can have flashbacks
part.
to your childhood and younger years.
Or possibly last week.
Yeah, depending on how drunk you were.
Yeah, I like music.
Yeah, me too. I kind of, yeah. Do you play anything?
Oh no, but I do listen to... She lists off several artists with whom she's familiar with.
Does he recognize any of their names?
Go ahead and do a history check.
11.
You recognize about half of them.
Okay. I guess if there's one, like, that he has any familiarity with, he'll be like, oh, yeah, I like them too. Whatever that name group is. Do you want me to make it up?
Sure.
Oh god, now I have to make it up. Yeah, I really like Desiccated Star too.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty good.
And she's like, right, it's such good music to listen through as you're going through a breakup. And then she gets a very faraway look in her eyes.
Hyrkir's like, yeah, or, other difficult life moments or times.
Jeremiah, you're suspiciously good at this.
Look, the rest of you are going to go home and sleep just fine tonight. I'm going to go in and think about all the stupid things I've said and all the awkward moments I've had. That
Just
I'm
get it all out now. This is our therapy session.
So how do you feel about that?
I feel great. It was a great time. I hate my dad.
Random woman, let me tell you about my dad.
She agrees, and even through the mask, you can tell that she's sad.
But this is supposed to be I didn't mean to bring you down. I just played what I felt.
Oh yeah, well, how are you going to make it up to me?
Hyrkir's baffled by this question.
All right, now don't mess this up.
I suppose that depends on if I get invited to this investment thing, which is of course why we're all here. Try and take my music to the next level. Maybe I could think up a song about you. And he coughs, and he's clearly this is the first time he's ever done anything like this, and he's just like kind of riffing off things maybe he's seen in movies. I mean, plays.
minor illusions.
Things like that,
illusions.
yes. Although I don't think he's had too many access to those. He's not really looking at her, like he's kind of nervously looking down and like looking up at her real quick and then down, like he's very nervous and uncertain.
At this precise moment, you hear a familiar voice calling your name.
Hyrkir, do you want to play board games?
He looks just like totally shocked. He like kind of jumps a little bit and looks from the woman in the cat mask to Seirys, and then not right now. I'm talking to this lovely lady here.
The lovely lady giggles. She leans in close to your ear and she says, how about you find me later and we can get a drink somewhere private? It seems like you're busy right now.
Yeah, that sounds good. I will find you later. Lovely lady. He looks extremely embarrassed and uncertain and says, then it's like, it was nice meeting you, and kind of walks off suddenly over to Seirys, like he has no idea what to do, but he's kind of been dismissed kind of thing. He's just so awkward. Like, he doesn't even, like, he feels really awkward, but he doesn't even know how awkward it looks from the outside.
And you head over to Cirrus?
Yeah.
The split screen merges as you enter Cirrus's immediate area.
Wow.
So, what's the board game?
Right, so Mr. Giraffe here wants me to take Master a tanks and airplanes game for him, which I'm happy to do, but we need a few more players, so I figured you and maybe Niclaus could join.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Let me just think at him real quick.
What?
And so
Hyrkir looks at her confusedly.
Seirys puts like 2 fingers against each of her temples and closes her eyes because she thinks this is how it works. And
Hyrkir looks at the, this is the Giraffe Mask, and like kind of looks at him like, what is going on here?
She thinks, Niclaus, can you join us in the music room? I need your help winning over Giraffe Man. Which of course doesn't reach Niclaus, but I do it anyway.
Niclaus is just like glug, glug, glug.
After a second, Hyrkir will kind of, well, it's probably not. He's not fully attentive to what's going on here. Let's be honest.
Hyrkir, you okay? You are beet red right now.
Who knew a green-skinned orc could look this red?
No one. No one knew that.
Yeah. I need to get a drink. He looks around for a waiter or waitress or someone with beverages.
Yeah, you see one and you flag them down, and they come over and give you a drink.
He downs it like immediately. He doesn't even know what he just drank, and takes a second one from the tray to drink more slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What were we talking about?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's good. Tanks and airplanes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when this is over, you and I really need to play a game. It is probably the hottest game in all of Falcon's Reach. So it's a tabletop role-playing game. You know what that is, right?
I think so.
So you, Mr. Giraffe here, and Niclaus will all be playing various tanks or airplanes in a story that I create and guide you through. Here's the rulebook.
It's 47 pounds!
Yeah, read that and roll your character. Mr. Giraffe, could you also roll your character? And Hyrkir, can you think at... Can you contact here Niclaus? He's not responding to me.
What? We're playing right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought, well,
It'll only take 4 hours.
Oh, man, she really hasn't played Tanks and Airplane before, has she?
Well, that's what every DM thinks, every tank master. It's only gonna take 4 hours.
No, I wrote a quick one-shot.
7 hours later.
It won't take that long.
Hyrkir will then think to Niclaus. He'll sort of be, hey, Niclaus, are you there?
Yeah, everything's fine here. How are things going over there?
Seirys wants you to come so we can play tanks and aeroplanes. It's some sort of tabletop game, and it's got like a really big rule book, and we're supposed to make characters, and she's gonna do a story or something. I don't quite know.
What happened to trying to get selected by these 3 VIPs?
It's with the Giraffe Mask guy. He's the one who wants to play, or wants her to.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Tank Master?
That makes
I think
sense.
that's the word. TM?
TM.
Does that make sense?
It should really be battlemaster, but
It was the only thing I could think of on the spot.
We'll retcon. Battlemaster.
So she's gonna battlemaster, I guess, which is like leading a story or something. I don't.
Okay.
I can't. The rulebook is so big, you don't even know.
Oh my god, you baby. And she hands out the abridged rulebook, which is like a third
This
of the
is
size.
going on in my head. You can't hear this. You're not there. You're getting drunk.
Okay. But I'm not drunk.
It's Niclaus getting drunk. But Niclaus' response to Hyrkir says, well, I don't know. Things are going so well here. I feel like I'm in the middle of a breakthrough, but if she really needs me, I can go over there.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Niclaus is waving down the waitress for another drink.
I don't know about any breakthroughs. I don't want to ruin anything, but seems like this might be the best way to get in with Giraffe Face Dude guy.
I guess as a favor, I can, I had a good thing going here, but you know what? Our teamwork is more important than my own personal glory, so I will head over there to help.
Okay, we're in the music room.
Okay.
Does the connection get more garbled the more you drink? It's important, canon.
For which side? I guess it would be delayed because like some of it's like your voice just can't keep up with what you're thinking, whereas other times your thinking is not the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, it would be for the person who's maintaining the connection, I think.
Yeah, Niclaus grabs a drink for each hand as he makes his way to the other room.
Yeah, you find the group. Meanwhile, Giraffe Mask, having seen Hyrkir's distress, pulls out some pre-made character sheets.
Oh my god.
He's so prepared.
I just want friends.
Yeah, and he hands one to Hyrkir and one to Niclaus.
Okay.
And he also takes the time to explain the rules to you.
Niclaus suggests, is there maybe like a out-of-the-way place we can go to not be disturbed while we play?
There are a couple couches in the corner.
So just make sure to grab more food.
Yeah.
Niclaus is disappointed. His really sneaky plan to have us taken to the back has failed.
She's like, I assume you have your own figurines, she says to everybody.
What?
Giraffe Mask pulls out several figurines from his pockets.
You are a beast at this.
So prepared.
Yeah, so you are...
I don't know. What's my character sheet? Am I a tank or an airplane?
Do you want to be a tank or an airplane?
Or
multi-class.
Or am
Multi-class.
I both? You say that, but there kind of was that kind of thing in BattleTech.
How would you like to be a super fortress?
That sounds great. Is that good?
Yeah, but here's an entire separate rule section that you need to memorize for that.
It has its cons and benefits.
Okay. Hyrkir's really in over his head now. He kind of looks up and looks around the room to see if the cat-masked woman is still around.
She's gone to a different room.
Hyrkir feels sad.
You can hang out with your girlfriend later.
You didn't see that? He was very stealthy.
You don't know about my secret girlfriend.
He hands you a pre-made sheet.
Okay.
He turns to Niclaus and is like, "What do you want to be? Do you want to be a tank or an airplane?"
I'll be a tank.
Okay, you want to be a light tank, medium tank, or heavy tank, or artillery, or anti-aircraft?
I want to be an AA gun.
Love it.
What is this AA gun?
He hands you a sheet. You see, there are these things that are on the ground that can shoot things out of the air.
Fascinating.
Yeah, see, they're super effective against aircraft, but they're not very effective against tanks.
Oh, I see. Well, I get to kill things in the air?
Yeah.
I'm down for this.
Seirys is like, low-key, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but somebody probably should be an AA gun.
The AA gun is the cleric of tanks in aerospace.
Party balance is important.
Nobody wants to play any of the support weapons.
People underestimate the value of support.
Giraffe Mask says, "In that case, I'll play a tank."
Solid choice. What kind of tank are you going for?
I think I'll do a T-92.
Ooh. Oh, that's one of the expansion tanks.
Yeah, I paid extra for the stats.
It's from...
Extra for the stats.
Oh, I see you have the expansion, General Patton's Guide to Some of the Things.
General Patton's, it's just all the patent
All
tanks.
the patents. All the patents all the time.
All right, Cirrus, give us like a... All right, what is the plot? And do it in like a rising action climax and ending action.
Okay.
And we're going to roll at the end of each one of these.
In a world before the advent of magic, where humans, elves, and dwarves had to fight their battles in machines, there stood two forces, tanks and airplanes. Ba-ba-bum.
Oh.
Did you guys like that? That's the speech I've been working on for the introduction to...
It was very cinematic.
Alright. You are all denizens of the Tank Kingdom.
I'm an airplane, aren't I?
You're an airplane that saw the Not all airplanes are evil in this world. Some of them are good. And you became part of the kingdom. It makes sense, and I'll add it in later.
Okay.
Into the backstory. I'm actually planning on releasing this as a as a standalone, ready-to-run module, but I don't have the backing behind it yet to fund it. I say, not absent-mindedly, but I say as an aside, but also purposefully. Okay, yeah, so the Tank Kingdom, it's a prosperous land where tanks and the good airplanes and other unnamed races get along peacefully. You all are at a bar, and, you see a flyer. Local noble's child was kidnapped, and they offer a hefty sum as a reward. What do you do?
Wait, do we have to roleplay as a roleplay? How much of this?
How deep does it go?
How many episodes is this?
I'm ready for it to become an entire arc by itself.
Can we yada yada to the next plot point now that we have the background?
Yeah, okay, we can yada yada the.
No. It's 9:55 on Sunday night. We have to play every round of tanks and airplanes.
We're starting a new campaign, guys. I'm renaming the podcast.
Nope, this is the campaign within the campaign.
All right, I can take over for a little bit.
Okay.
The adventurers accept the call to action. Giraffe Mask, Niclaus, and Hyrkir, the three of you in your fantasy sci-fi vehicles, roll out.
Oh, for context, one important thing is I don't say this explicitly, but I give Giraffe Mask a lot of plot armor to make sure he has a good time and succeeds in like whatever he does, or at least like the important things that he does in the campaign.
Okay, what do they encounter first?
Okay, so
well, what is the quest?
So they go and try to find this noble's kid, and it turns out that there's a sinister organization of airplane pilots behind it, and they're the
Air
only
Traffic
ones
Controllers
that know.
Association.
Yeah, it's the Air Traffic Controllers. Yeah, and they're the only ones that know, and they go and inform the Tank King, and he's so impressed with their skills that he asks them to rally all the tank nations together to fight this evil airplane organization. Is this good? This is probably really good.
Yeah. All right. Niclaus and Hyrkir, go ahead and roll some d20s.
I rolled a natural 20.
By the way, Seirys has like a makeshift
and a 5
DM screen.
Why did you guys roll twice?
Just because.
Oh, okay.
We're doing multiple things.
You said
right?
roll some
Just
dice, so we just rolled some dice.
Okay, I meant to like do one roll. But...
Okay.
Well, the first one I rolled was an 8.
Okay.
First one I rolled was a 20.
Okay. Giraffe Mask is gonna roll, and he rolls an 8. Seirys, what do these rolls mean?
You've all convinced the different leaders of all the different tank nations to join you in battle against the evil airplane lord. Congratulations!
Is the name of the evil airplane lord the Red Baron?
It is
hell
now.
Yeah. Hells to the yeah.
I scratch out my notes and write that in. Oh, that's good. Yes. Seirys has like a makeshift DM screen in front of her using menu cards.
Nice.
Yeah. She's like, no peeking. So every time like she rolls something against Giraffe Mask, she just like pretends it's a low number.
All right, Giraffe Mask says, all right, what happens next? He's super excited.
He pushes his mask up his nose.
Okay, well...
What are other people doing now that... I'm just curious. Other people are trying to get into this.
Is there an audience? Is there an audience for this?
Yeah, there's like an audience. People are watching.
I asked somebody in the audience if they could play some thematic music on the piano.
Hyrkir looks longingly at the piano.
Yeah, one of them is like, well, okay.
I need some good battle music coming up. We're about to get to the climax.
The guy heads towards the piano and starts playing some badass battle music.
All right. So, there you are. You enter the field of battle surrounded by a dense forest, a dense thicket of trees. Up in the air, you see it. The Red Baron and his army of planes. Their goal? To destroy the ground. So that only airplanes and their floating bases can rule the world.
This is great. I'm invested.
They attack! What do you do?
Okay, Hyrkir and Niclaus, how about you guys roll 1d20 again?
D20.
5.
2.
Giraffe Mask rolls a 10.
They send a fighter of squadrons your way. The pride of their...
A squadron of fighters.
A squadron of fighters your way. The pride of their fleet. and it looks like they have me surrounded, but thanks to your teamwork, you were able to take them out. Then, some of the airplanes on your side lift you up so you can fight the Red Baron face to face, mano a mano. And Giraffe Mask, you have to take the final shot. Can you do it?
He's like, yeah! I fire my cannon!
Alright, roll your cannon attack now! Ah!
Ah!
The crowd goes, ah! He rolls a 7.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that you had advantage.
He rolls a 4.
And there's the advantage from the inspiration.
He rolls a nat 20.
You did it! Perfect.
Yeah!
The airplane fleet is destroyed, demoralized. You saved the kingdom, and you become its hero. You're showered with money and glory. You did it. You saved Tank Kingdom and Tankopolis.
Yeah, Tankopolis.
High fives.
Hi.
Yeah! He flips the table.
Yeah!
Seirys is like sweating. She's like so excited. Woo! Everybody's eating salty snacks. It's pretty great.
All of a sudden, someone's handing out a green fizzy drink.
Yeah. Seirys is like, well, I don't know about you guys, but I worked up quite a sweat during that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
Giraffe Mask gives you a big hug, Cirrus.
Seirys returns it.
Aww.
And he does some fancy handshakes with Hyrkir Niclaus. And he's just like, battle buddies, battle buddies.
Battle buddies.
I love your lukewarm delivery on that.
He says, that's the most fun I've had in a long time.
Oh, me too. It's been so long since I've been able to just kick back, relax, and play some TNA. What? Why is everybody laughing?
That's just amazing.
He grabs you by the shoulders and he's like, I gladly welcome you into our corporate family.
Seirys blushes and she says, well, that's quite an honor. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and hopefully we can push out this module to others.
Yeah, I happily await our next session.
Yeah, give me a call anytime you wanna throw down. Seirys writes down a phone number for him. I'm assuming there's phones, or there's what? How do people contact each other in this world?
Mentally.
Messenger bat.
She writes the address she writes her mailing address to him.
Mm-hmm.
Literally snail mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that's that. Oh, you have your own address. Never mind.
Yeah. Seirys has her own address.
Safe.
We're good. Well, guys, I think that was successful.
Yeah, that was really great.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys head out, you can still hear him chanting in the background. Battle buddies, and he's like very vigorously waving at you guys.
I wave back at him. Seirys turns toward Niclaus and says, so how did it go with Parrot Mask?
Well,
You said it was under control? That's what you told me.
Yeah, I did have to come over here for the game, so it kind of left things in a unfinished, unresolved state.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, you should have told me.
Yeah, but I can only talk to one person at a time, so I was just talking with
Hyrkir's looking around for a cat mask again.
Right, well, I'm sure there's still time. Should we go try to get Parrot Mask? I think Hyrkir's got cat mask on lock.
Hyrkir blushes.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a little disappointed that he didn't want his battle buddies in the company. He only invited you, but that's fine.
I think he can only bring one person in? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know if that was ever stated, but it's believable.
Yeah, that was it.
I could always try to convince him later when we're chatting.
True. But we should find the Parrot Mask.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Parrot Mask. Hyrkir's looking around again for...
She said she was going to the art room. Or it looked like she was going to the art room.
Oh, okay.
The three of you head into the art room. And just as you do, you see Parrot Mask being herded out by some rather burly gentlemen.
Oh?
Yeah, you see this across the room, and they head down to the foyer.
Niclaus points and says to his friends, quick, they're taking her away. They're probably after her because of her enormous debt.
Oh.
Okay.
You guys follow?
We make chase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The three of you give chase. As the three of you enter into the foyer, you see these gentlemen taking Parrot Mask into the coat room.
Like, how are they sort of physically forcing into her, or is she being sort of firmly escorted? What is the...
Yeah, firmly escorted, sort of gently pushed.
Okay. So it's not quite fully at her own volition type thing.
That's correct.
Okay.
Seirys gives chase.
The coat check person is rudely ejected out of the room, and as you arrive, you hear the door lock.
Oh, damn it, our weakness! A locked door!
Alright, let's go home, everybody.
Screwed.
Does Niclaus remember seeing a second door into the coat check room?
There's the door back here, but there's also like a counter from the entrance.
Ah.
Oh, can we do a slide
okay.
over the counter in then?
Yeah, the cool slide over the counter.
Oh, I was about to kick it down.
Everyone fails their dex check and just roll over.
We can time our entrance. You're
true.
gonna break down the door.
We can do multiple angles. It's not a bad
combat
idea.
slide. I connect mentally with Cirrus. I'm like, okay, we're gonna coordinate on 3.
Alright, I'm ready.
And then Niclaus gets in position with Hyrkir.
Yep. The two of you head out of the foyer and back into that long hallway, and then you see that the counter is now empty. There's another door in the back behind the counter, though.
Quick, Hyrkir, let's go.
All right. Hyrkir leaps over the counter into the coat check room?
Into the area behind the counter next to the door to the coat check room.
Sure, whatever. That thing.
Yes. We're building a story.
We're weaving a narrative.
I check the door.
It's not locked.
I open the door.
Wait. Well, as he opens the door, Niclaus says, wait, and then instead says, never mind, go. And then he says to Cirrus, go.
Seirys kicks down the door. Always wanted to do this.
Hyrkir and Niclaus, you burst through the unlocked door. Seirys, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a 21.
You kick down the door and you burst in.
Halt!
Amongst the numerous coat racks and the various coats, you see one of these large men lift up Parrot Mask. And he's like, "Where's the money?" There's two other guys. They turn around as you enter, and one of them is like, "Who are you?"
Seirys says, "The tab of justice is paid in full," and then attacks.
Tab. That's a good reference.
I love that.
Good reference.
That's great. I like this.
Hey everyone, this is Joey, your mostly adequate dungeon master. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tanks and Airplanes. Right now the plan is to run 1 or 2 more episodes of the main campaign, and then we'll be taking a short break to return to our Goblin arc. So be sure to check out those bonus episodes. Join us next time as Hyrkir, Seirys, and Niclaus finally make their way to the back room.